Welcome to the Rusty Garage and Homestead. My name is Mike. In today's video, we're going to assemble a couple firewood stands for some firewood bundles and kindling that we're going to be able to sell. Now, I can't take credit for this idea. I seen this idea from my buddy Kenny at Firewood Adventures, his YouTube channel, where he used an IBC tote for a stand. And I thought that was a really good idea, something quick and easy to do. So today, that's what we're going to do. But it's going to be just a little bit different than how Kenny did his. Okay, for starters, we're going to take our Sawzall and cut out a big opening here on the front side. I'll then take a file or a flat disc or something and kind of knock the sharp edges off so nobody cuts themselves. But we'll get this opened up, and then we're going to paint this thing. And once the paint dries, we'll go ahead and get our roof put on. The roof's kind of the main thing that's going to be different as versus how Kenny did his. But we'll get the roof put on, and I'm thinking I'll probably end up adding some boards up here on this top side, probably the first row down, just to separate kindling bundles and put those up top. But I've got a money box and a sign to put on it. Once we get it painted and the roof on, we can get that done, get some bundles put in there, and get this thing put by the road. I'm also going to be building a second one, put at my buddy JP's house. He lives on a road that is very active for our local lake here, for a couple different of the popular creeks that people go to. So I think putting one there by his driveway is probably going to do better than the one here at my driveway. So let me get some earplugs put in. We'll get this front zipped off here real quick. All right, easy enough. Next up, we're going to put some paint on this. That's optional, you don't really have to. These are galvanized, they're not really gonna rust except where we cut it. Down to that bare metal, that will rust, but I've got some spray paint, so I'm gonna go ahead and just paint it. All right, we'll let these totes dry, then we'll be back and I'll show you what I'm using for a money box, signage, and the roof. All right, it's the next day. The paint is dry. I was trying to come up with how I wanted to put a board across here. I was thinking plywood and notch out for the vertical pipes and just kind of lay it in there where it would kind of lock itself in. But the more I thought about it, I've come up with a better idea that we can utilize what we've already removed from this as a shelf on here. So let me show you my thoughts on this, and I don't know, this may be a good thing for a lot of people, and you're not gonna have to worry about the wood rotting or anything. So right here, we've got the pipes that are normally across the top that hold the bladder in. There's no reason we can't put these things, we can't put them this way because that's too wide, but we can put them this way on both sides. And then, just setting that there, the pieces that we cut out, trim the sharp points off on the back. Okay, now these bars, I still have to put them in, and I think just to take up some of the distance, I'm going to mount them on this vertical pipe, pull these out. That'll just get me in a little bit further because we're gonna be a little short on our pieces unless we can get that to overhang a little bit. But this is off of another one that I've done. It's square tube instead of round. I just think it'll stack better. No reason we can't use the round ones. But what I'm thinking is cut all these pieces off right back here, and then this thing will make us a nice little shelf right back here. Get those cut off, get everything bolted together, and probably run a couple self-tappers through this into this square tube so it's all rigid. But that way, that's not ever gonna rust. It'll be there, or it's not ever gonna rot like wood will. Just thought of this a little bit ago. I had full intentions on using wood, and you could just put these down, run another board across there just for some added support if you wanted to, or all the way out here to the outside. It's kind of what I was originally thinking. But I think I'm gonna like this better. So I'm gonna go ahead, get a couple of these, trim the excess pieces off, and get these mounted. Then I'll show you that. Okay. I think that's gonna work out just fine. Put us a couple self-tappers, probably all four corners, and that thing's gonna be there. The only self-tappers I have are these, and they're just gonna be a little short from what I need. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these down on the floor and whack this with a hammer, and that should flatten that out pretty good. Okay, let's see how this fits. And not the best. If you had a press or something that you could stick this in, just mash it straight down, that would probably be the best bet. But this is gonna work just fine for us. Okay, we're gonna try something just a little different on this one. This is just an 8-pound sledge. I'd say the sledgehammer works a whole lot better. Well, let's fix that. Okay, so I wanted to flip this around because I had it wrong. On the back side, which was the front side, you had the exposed square tubes poking out here on the front. And I could just see somebody coming here, reaching for a bundle towards the back and hitting their head on one of them sharp edges. So that's why I wanted to flip it around to have this crimped edge up towards the opening, just to make it a little bit safer. All right, we're almost done, I promise. It feels like it's taking a lot longer for me because I'm actually building 2 of these. One of them's set up behind the camera. Next up, we've got the roof to put on. We'll get that put on. I'll show you what I'm using for it. Then we'll get the signs and the money box mounted, and these things should be ready to go. All right, the roof is going along the same concepts of utilizing whatever we can from the IBC tote and everything to make a firewood stand. So next up is the bladder. We're gonna use part of the bladder for the roof, and I think it's gonna work out okay. Let me show you how I'm gonna do it. Okay, now this isn't any new idea. You guys have seen people use bladders this way before. I'm going to drill some holes in this, wire it to this top rail, couple on each side, and then I'm gonna take my Sawzall and just kind of cut an opening right up in here so people can get in there easier. All right, that is definitely not the prettiest. What do y'all think about that? Think that'll work? I'm gonna mount the money box here, probably over here on this side. Yeah, I think it'd be just fine. All right, and as far as signs, I've got a couple different signs we're gonna install. One's gonna be on the back side. That's gonna be the side facing the road on this particular one, and then one over on the side by the money box. But here's the signs I'm going with. Found these. I'll leave links to the money box that I'm using, the sign, the U-bolts, whatever I used to put this thing together. I'll leave links down in the description and the first pinned comment, but not too bad. I'm doing $5 bundles. I'm not going 1 cubic foot, or I don't even think I'm gonna go 3/4 cubic foot. I think I'm gonna go a little less than that. What they're selling at most of the convenience stores around here, I don't even know if are quite half of a cubic foot. You literally get like 4 or 5 pieces and it's like $7. So I'm gonna do probably close to a half of a cubic foot and sell them for $5 bundles. I think that'll be just fine, but I seen these signs online. I like them, they're on Amazon. Yeah, I think they're gonna work out good for us. Okay, and as far as cash boxes, got this one, just has this opening up top. This one has a little flap, pick up on it, put money in. I don't know, probably just going to mount them right here, right next to the opening. I've got some U-bolts. That's how I'm gonna mount these. Drill some holes in the back of it, put the U-bolts around it and just snug them down real tight and should be good. I've also got Cash App and Venmo QR codes. I'm going to probably tape this right here above the cash box as well. Tape all around it with like some packaging tape or something. So if somebody wants to pay for it electronically, they'll have that option as well. And the U-bolts I'm using, not nothing anything special. It's got this flat strap on it. This is perfect size to go right around these tubes. So I'm gonna put one up high and one down low and probably just stick it right there. Okay, I was gonna weld it, but I think that's fine. It's nice and secure. I'm gonna have a camera on it, not that that's really gonna matter. If somebody wants to rip this thing off, they're gonna do it. It really doesn't matter what you have around. Yeah, if somebody's gonna steal from you, they're gonna steal. So luckily, we do have a lot of honest people for the most part around here, so I don't really foresee having a lot of issues with vandalism or theft, but I could be wrong. Okay, we've got our money box. There's the opening. I still need to put my QR codes right here. And here on the back side, which is going to be facing the road, got our sign. Yeah, I'm liking that. So I think the next step is let's get this thing put up by the road, make some bundles, get some bundles put in here, and then let it do its thing. These bundles are worth $5. What do y'all out there selling these bundles for? The stores around here are $7 to $10, and I don't think you're getting half of what you're getting in one of these bundles. We'll see how these do. I don't know, my original plan was to cut them down to about half this size, and we'll see how these go. I think I'm doing about 9 pieces of wood in each one of these, 9 to 10, somewhere in there. I think most of them are 9. This one's got 10 in it, but that's what it needed to get it stacked up. But they're decent bundles, I think. I think they should sell for $5. It is mid-October, and it is still 80 degrees. Definitely seems too warm to be selling firewood, but people are doing it. All these pieces I'm sitting behind me are thin cut stuff. I'm not really seeing any knots or any of that in it. This stuff I'll just go ahead and I'll bust it down for kindling, for the kindling bundles. Okay, well, I ran out of wrap, so for now, this is what it's going to get, 7 bundles. Let's get this thing staged out by the road. Okay, there it is. Signs visible from the road. Got the money box over there, which I need. Yeah, take the keys. Still got to add my QR codes. Probably do that this evening. When the wife gets here, she's got the tape. And I need to make a few more bundles and make some kindling bundles. But y'all leave a comment down below. Let me know how you think this thing turned out. The bundles are definitely new for me. I mean, I've sold some, but not, I haven't ever really advertised them like this. We've always sold bulk firewood. That's always been kind of the go-to. That's what people mainly buy around here. We'll see how the bundles do. I think springtime, summertime, when people are going to the lake quite a bit, the bundles will probably be the ticket. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.